from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong. We're the best. Bounce the ball.
Good morning and welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show for round 9. I always blow that up on the second segment. Joining us this morning, we have Grant, the new coach of Thompson Football Netball Club, with us. Joining us this morning. Good morning, Grant. How are you?
Good, thanks.
How's things at Thompson, Grant?
Not too bad.
Yep.
There's been a few changes. There was a lot of players who left last year.
Yes.
So.
And that's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, definitely. So we're in the rebuilding stage at the moment.
Right. Good.
So yeah.
Yeah, great. So Grant, we'll just find out a little bit about yourself first. Can you tell us about your background? Have you coached before? Is this your first season of coaching, or you coached before?
No, this is my first season. I did a little bit of stuff at school. It was just sort of, you know, helping out. So,
yeah. So hey, tell us, how's that gone? Your first season of coaching a GDFL Netball Club. How's that been?
Yeah, it's different.
I see Donna smiling there, thinking, "Oh, throwing him into the wolves, we are."
It's tough. I had an idea of what it was going to be like.
Did you?
But being involved with 40 women, it's
every man's dream to be involved with 40 women.
And Grant, you're another one to the GDFL and male coach. So some of the other male coaches are pretty happy about that.
Yeah, there's not many of us, and I'm not the typical looking netballer either. So
no. So tell us about your background. We were chatting earlier on. Tell us about what you've done in netball. You've been quite successful. So tell us about what you've done.
Yep. I used to always watch my mum down at. She's a netball coach, Vicky Bluch.
And an umpire, yes.
Yeah, umpire.
I know Vicky very well. Umpire with her on Tuesday night.
Yep.
It's lovely.
I've always been involved with her in netball and my sisters. I started playing locally mixed when I was 11, A grade.
Wow.
And then a couple of guys noticed me playing and said, come play in the men's league.
We want you.
Yep. So I did that for a year. When I was 14, I made the Victorian under-21s team.
Wow.
We trained for the whole year. Yep. And we played in the Australian comp.
Yep.
And we won that. So that was when I was 15.
Oh, wow, grand.
What are you now, 18?
Yeah. I was going to say, you're nice and young, or still.
Yeah, 26 now. So, after that, it's very expensive to do it for men.
Is it?
It's up to $6,000-$7,000, and you train in Melbourne, and it's a big commitment to make. So I just had the one season there, and then I did my personal training course last year.
Right.
Knew the president out at Thompson, and he said, "Can you come down and do pre-season
training, right?
with the girls?"
I was going to ask, how did it happen?
Yeah.
So it's more so sucked in. Personal trainer, come and train our girls. Oh, look, by the way, can you just coach?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
We haven't got a coach.
After the first training session, they were happy with everything, how everything went. So they said, "How would you like to hang around and coach for the year?" So it was sort of a on-the-spot decision that I made, and I thought I'll give it a go and see what happens.
Great. Well, it's lovely to have you, coaching in our league, and hopefully you'll be staying on and for years to come. But look, just wanted to also talk about how are things at Thompson. You haven't had any wins, unfortunately, as yet. You're in the rebuilding stages, as you said. How's morale? What are you doing to keep the girls focused on for the rest, halfway through the season now? How is it? How's the girls?
It is tricky when, like the girls, I think they only had 1 or 2 wins last year.
They did.
And then they lost pretty much the entire A-grade team from last year. A few girls went to Winch, a few went to Bell Park. So it is hard to get morale boosted. They go into most games thinking, we're not going to win. So
and how do you deal with that, Grant?
It's very tricky. I try and take their mind off it. Try and focus on 1%ers, on their players, and not worry too much about the scores. So
good.
It is tricky though.
It is hard. So where do you see the rest of this season for Thompson? Do you think we're going to chat now? We've got a game with Anarchy on today, so Donna's going to probably have a chat with you about that. I think that's a fairly good chance of you. That'll be a great game. That'll be one of the matches of the week. How do you feel? Do you think you'll have a win there? Donna's going to probably disagree.
No,
so I'll let you two battle this one out.
No, it's going to be tricky. we haven't been able to start well in any of our games. We always get off to a bad start. But
is
then,
that confidence?
I think it is, just that mindset of saying that we're not going to win from the start is where that is. But
and
then,
when you say that, you're not going to win.
Yeah, exactly. You need
That's exactly what it's about.
And look, I know where you're coming from perfectly because at Annika we're in the same boat as you guys. And we've never once said to the girls, you're going to lose this. Like we don't say that. We just approach each game saying, okay, we've got this team today. We want to focus on this, this, and this. If we get 5 goals, we'll be happy. You know, and then and then we have fun with them and make them really enjoy their netball rather than seeing the competitive side of it and trying to, and you know. But at the same time, like, we want them to put in their best, but we do know where you're coming from because we're in the same boat. So Saturday's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, I think it should be interesting. You know, we had Geelong West, and then we had a break, and then we had Belmont on the weekend. And for the first time sort of since the first game of the season, we had a really good start. We were in front, I think it was 10 to 15.
Right.
And then they come out and they just applied heaps and heaps of pressure.
They're very good, Grant.
Yeah, very, very good pressure. And just we cracked and
did you?
We ended up, we were down by more than what we were up in the first quarter. And we just stopped doing the things that we were doing right in that first quarter. So that is tricky when that happens, but
and I don't know how are you going to fix that. Have you got any ideas on?
We're trying a few different things. You know, we've put our main goaler Melody. She's a very young girl.
That young girl, which is great.
We've put her into defence, and she's really doing well in defence. But we lack a bit of depth with all our positions, so we've got a lot of the same position players. So
is Courtney McLeod still playing?
Courtney's still there. Courtney's we've been shooting her.
Yes.
So
she likes in the goals.
She likes it in the goals, but it's good to have her in defence. You know, she's a strong figure.
She's a strong defence. Who have you got else in goals?
We got Sarah Lucas.
Yep, Sarah Lucas.
And we just had another girl come down who joined the club, Chloe Douglas.
Yep.
So she is a shooter.
Yep.
But we've just lack of numbers. We've been playing her in different positions. So hopefully, we're thinking about maybe changing it up for this game, but we don't know if it's the right game to change it up for. You know, it's
hard to know.
It could be your one and only win.
That's it. So
but you're not going to win, but that doesn't matter. It could be your one and only win. So it is probably the best way to try it out, but at the same time, you'd really like to get that win on the board.
Don't be giving him any bum steers, Donna.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that, Matt. Just not like me. I don't do that.
Look, I think Saturday will be a tremendous game for both clubs.
Absolutely.
And I think it's probably is an opportunity, Grant, to go out there and try something different that you probably certainly can't with the other teams.
See, as we said, Grant, at the start of the season, because both Gavin and myself and you at the club too, so we didn't know what we were working with, who we were working with, what positions they were. So ourselves are still trying to find that level ground. And we know that, it'll take 2-3 years. So you can only promise your girls 2-3 years down the line, we'll get at it.
That's right. Look, Grant, that's all we've got time for on this segment. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure finally meeting you. I haven't been out at Thompson yet to umpire, so good luck for the rest of the season, and we do hope to see you back with the GDFL next season.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
We'll be back with a short break. Thank you.